Shows a troubling trend among EMS workers in South Carolina.
Not only is there a shortage, but there is also a decline in the number of people who are getting that new training. So will there be enough people when we call for help at 911? 7 News anchor Diane Lee has been looking into that. Diane.
Yeah, Gordon and Amy, the research from the South Carolina EMS Association and the South Carolina Office of Healthcare Workforce reveals the problem isn't that there aren't enough training centers or classes, but there aren't enough young people interested in signing up.
Ever since Trevor Owens was a kid, he says he felt called to a career where he could make a difference. He didn't stop at firefighter. 4 years ago, he got trained as an emergency medical technician.
It makes you feel good knowing that you can actually do something. Even though it's a basic level, you can still do enough to save somebody's life.
But a new study shows people like Owens are increasingly rare, with a substantial drop in students enrolling and graduating from EMT training last year.
So there's a 40% vacancy currently, and we have to do a better job at recruitment and retention.
A prior EMS Association study also found an overall shortage in trained workers, which is doubly concerning for people like Sandra MORENO, whose life was saved by first responders after an asthma attack.
They were my savior. They were my angels, because I mean, I was there alone with my little one, and the thing is, when you have asthma, it's like you're like a fish in a bowl, and like, you stop breathing. So that's really scary.
To combat the shortage, there's a new marketing initiative to entice high school seniors to join the profession.
There's also a push for better salaries. The average EMT worker gets about $33,500 a year.
Owens is not surprised by the drop, but hopes the trend will turn around, since the strain of the job is enough without a shortage of people willing to step up and do it.
Your heart's definitely got to be there, because it's not for everybody.
The EMS Association says only about 105 EMS workers graduate a year in South Carolina, and the goal is to grow that number to at least 150 to meet the need. Retention is another concern, with 72% leaving the profession after 8 years. In the studio, Diane Lee, 7 News.
Diane, thanks. Earlier this year, Greenville County's administrator announced a nearly $1.5 million plan to add 30 new EMTs after a petition said shortages and burnout problems were in that department. So far, the county says they've hired 5 of their 30.